guys, I just thought I'd show you my rhubarb patch. I've took all the stems up now and just put a layer of old horse manure over the top of it. Now around about March, April I get my first crop. They start coming up at around about February, end of February, start to push through, and you can force them up, but by putting buckets over the top of the crowns are just sticking through. I don't know if you can see them there. I've not completely covered them up, but yeah, I've just come down and put a load of horse manure on them. All the brambles are doing really well. I need to tie all these into the fence, and when I move these pallets in, I'll be able to walk back down my path again. It's a bit tight there, but I can still get through. But what I'm doing is all these bushes are all going to be tied into the fence. I've been training these along here. This rose hip's looking really lovely. Well, the flowers have gone now and the berries are on and the birds have been eating them. Just behind that you can see a load of Japanese knotweed. Ooh, really bad stuff that. But you can see there's a gap between the fence and the Japanese knotweed. What we do is the start of the season we go along and we put this systemic weed killer along it, and it stops it in its tracks, believe it or not. But we can only do like a metre on our side. On the other side of the fence, then it becomes the council's problem. But the trouble is the council won't touch it because it costs like £30,000 a treatment, apparently, so they say. Stuff we got works just as well, and it costs absolutely nothing, so you know. But we do spray it from time to time, and these are really high. They're about 12 foot high, them things. But yeah, we keep them under control. I'm just looking. Oh, mare's tail. Oh, I hate this stuff. This is not on my plot, by the way. This is on my next door neighbour's. Absolute nightmare to get rid of this, guys. But I found the easiest way to get rid of it is a systemic weed killer which attacks the actual leaves. Well, I don't know what you can call these, like they're supposed to be leaves, I suppose, but they're waxer. So the only way to actually get the weed killer into them is to use washing up liquid with it as well. A really thick washing up liquid. About the same thickness as I used on my chilies when I killed all the leaves early in the year. But you mix the systemic weed killer with washing up liquid, and what happens is the washing up liquid breaks down the waxy coating on the plant, which helps the weed killer attack the actual plant. I'll chuck that over the fence. Oh, it's there anyhow. It's not on my plot, and it's not doing too much damage there in amongst all these brambles and what have you. But yeah, it's a good tip. That'll get rid of that mare's tail. Right, let's pop along the path. There we girls. I only filled that container yesterday. They've had 3/4 of it. Absolutely incredible. Well, it's getting winter now, so what they do, they start to really bulk up and fatten up, and they'll go through it a lot faster. Your pellets. I mean, I feed them egg layers, pellets, corn, and I put some oyster shell in there with it as well. And then they've got all the supplements that I feed them, the lettuces and cabbage. I've just thrown a cabbage in there. And believe it or not, 2 scones that I didn't eat early in the week, and I only just chucked them in there about 10 minutes ago, and they've whooped the lot. Incredible they are. Little gannets. But yeah, just hang on. Oh, there's my eggs over there. Before we go to the eggs, need to pull these beetroot up. And the parsnips need to start coming up as well now. These are the parsnips and the carrots. I've not touched these since I put them in, so I don't know what the hell they're going to be like, but I do know they're growing like billy-o in here. Around about the end of November, we're going to have a dig in there and see what we've got, and hopefully we're going to have some decent carrots and parsnips. First time I've ever grown parsnips this year. I managed to chit some. about 18 of them, and they're doing really well. Right, let's have a look at these eggs here. All different sizes. Look at the size of that one. That's a monster, isn't it? But yeah, there's 8 eggs, 8 chickens. So that's a good day. That normally I'm getting an average about 7 eggs a day, between 7 and 8. A few weeks ago, it was down to like 3-4 eggs, and it was a bit worrying. But there was a cold snap, and I think that's what turned them off laying actually. But yeah, they're back to laying, and 8 eggs there today. These cone cabbage are just young ones. They'll be ready for around about February, I suppose. These are still 2 of them left in there. I was going to take them home. If I don't take them, the chickens will eat them. There's a few savoys down there next to the celery, and well, we'll be taking them out, but leaving the celery in because celery will get bigger over and we're going through what you call an Indian summer. So yeah, it's pretty good. Now on the onion side of things, now that bed's full of onions and this bed's full of onions. We did take them just up to the edge of the Savoy cabbage, the onions. There's about 500 onions and about 40 shallots in here. There's no movement on them yet, but I expect them to come up in about another 8 to 10 days. However, on the garlic side, I expected the garlic to start showing about another day or two. But however, they're already starting coming up, guys. If I can lift this net up a bit, and we can get under the net. Get the nip one, pearl one here. I always keep this on, just keeps them foxes at bay. As you can see, there's one. It looks like I planted 2 there. There's another, and they're going all the way, and every one of them's all come up, guys. So let's put the net down to stop the foxes from doing the number 2s and what have you. So what is it? It's been 4 days. Oh, sorry about the jerky camera. So it's been 4 days since I put the garlic in, and already they're about 20 milli sticking out the ground. The shoots are starting. I reckon by the end of next week, like I was saying, predicting, they'll be about 2 to 2.5 inches high. We're going to be sticking the next lot of garlic, which is the Casablanca again, and we'll be doing another 100 or so, and they'll be going. I've took a load of leeks out there, as you probably can see, and we're going to start planting them now. They're already chitting away in the bags inside the shed, so I'll be taking them garlic out, and then we'll be continuing with the Casablanca, and then we'll be coming over here, and we'll be putting the Marco in. That'd be another 2 weeks, so it's like another 2 weeks, then I put the next lot in. So there's like a succession of different garlics. We'll get to here. We're going to have to do these potato reveals. There's about 12 buckets left there. She tells me we still haven't got no more room in the cupboards to put any more potatoes, so I'm stuck with these potatoes here for the time being. I hope they're okay in the pots. They're covered up, so they should be. But we're going to be putting some more garlic in here. But we're also, I don't know, but I'm going to show you in a bit. I've got some ball cabbage, spring cabbage there, the greyhounds, and I've also got some collies, and I'm going to be putting some of them in this bed here, and over there in that bed I'm going to be putting some in that bed, and I'm going to be doing some stuff in this bed here as well. So yeah, that's basically the back part of the plot. Like I said, we're taking these leeks out. This celery, I'm going to do a little be banking them up a bit. These have got to come out, these Savoys. They've been chewing around the leaves, the outside leaves, but the centres are okay. That's about the medicine ball size, that. Yep, no sign with the onions yet, but like I did. Oh yeah, oh, hang on. I just noticed, there we go, onion just starting to come through there. I don't know if you can see that little green shoot. There's another one there, little green shoot. So, well, I was predicting these onions would come up in about another week and a half, 2 weeks, but because of the sun, what we're having, this Indian summer, it's bringing them up a lot quicker. So, well, I'm pretty chuffed with that, actually. Got a bag of a wheelbarrow of horse manure there. I'm going to be putting that in that bed there shortly when I take all the stuff out of it. Where were we? Well, we'll come to the orchard in a minute. All my scaffolding boards, I'm going to be sorting them out in a bit to build my shed. Like I said, we've been given the go-ahead now off the committee to build my new shed. So I'm going to have 2 lovely little sheds eventually, but we'll be doing that in the fall to my American friends. Well, around about November to everybody else. Fig tree there, it's even got figs on this. I burnt this, I had it in the greenhouse and I had it behind everything, and it got burnt against the glass, unfortunately, so there's not many leaves on it this year. But I'm not bothering with it this year. I'm just going to leave it as it is. We'll take it in the greenhouse in a couple of weeks' time, and then we'll bring it out around about April and leave it, put it probably back in the same spot. The pond's doing well. Goldfish in there, believe it or not. I still need to blow some of that duckweed off it. But there's a kabomba in there which oxygenates the water, so they're well away, and there's shrimp and everything in there, believe it or not. Right, lemon balm, that'll probably go in the greenhouse as well. Anything like this. Oh, blue jay. Don't know if I can scan into that. Hang on. Yeah, it's a gobby little thing. Anyhow, it's gone. Blue jay in the tree there, that's the sort of noise they make, like a growling sound. Curly kale. I might pull this up now, we've had enough of it. You can only eat so many of these kale crisps, and we do boil it and put it on Sunday dinner. I would show you how I do it, but there's no point. There's loads of videos out there. I mean, you've got Blue Star Dave. He's done it the way I do mine, and so's Sean's the art channel. All it is, chop the leaves up, bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, salt really, sprinkling on the top of them, stick them in a tray, shove them in the oven on gas mark 7 or about 200 if you've got electric cooker. Do them for about 20-25 minutes. Find a good movie, sit down in front of the TV and munch on them. You'll soon get sick of eating them, like I did. But the girls like them actually. But yeah, if you want to know how to do that, just pop onto like the art channel or Blue Star Dave's channel. There's a couple of videos there, shows you how they do it. Right, coming on up to the greenhouse now. The first greenhouse, chilies are looking wonderful. Still got tons of chilies. I've been taking these chilies off. And like I say, that there's a few really hot chilies in there, Scotch bonnets and what have you. These Demon Reds, hang on, what are they? Demon Reds in. I mean, they're only very tiny, but phew, are they hot? They really are. This one's starting to. The other one in the other greenhouse is doing better. Oh, yeah, guys, potatoes, they've started to come through, and look at this, they're starting to break through in the bucket. This bucket, that bucket, and that bucket. You never know, we might have some spuds for Christmas. These beetroot, I don't know if I'm going to use them. Some onions there, and these are, like I say, all the chilies are ripening. What we're going to be doing as well, this is a little grapevine. This will be going in my other greenhouse. And when we trim this, we'll be planting all these bits of stems in the ground and getting more grapevines. So next year, if anybody decides they want to come and visit, they'll have a grapevine for them, hopefully. But they do take a bit of time to set into the ground and start to flower. So it's around about May, June. You'll see these sticks coming to life in the greenhouse. Then we just put them on into pots and away we go. Right, moving on to the front part of the plot. I've got a couple of trees I'm going to be planting. This one here, £5, is about 7 foot tall. It reduced and reduced and reduced again. It's another bramley. We do like as baking apples. It's a different variety. I didn't realise you can get there's a few different varieties of bramley. Well, different strains. So yeah, we're planting another strain, and where this one is here, it's not done anything this year. So we're taking it out, and we're going to be planting that one in its spot. And there's a golden delicious over there that I'm going to be planting. My dahlias, it's been a really cold morning, well, frosty, foggy morning, and the dahlias are starting to come over now. I did say in the last video we might not get to see them again. A friend of mine brought me some dahlias, brought me a dahlia over. In fact, let's go and have a look at that, and I'll be right back. Guys, well, here's Doris Day, my dahlia, Bernard Ogden, great friend, brought this over for me. He said, I've got a load of them, you haven't got this one. There you go, mate. Believe it or not, this plant is 1 year old. It grew this year 6.5 foot. It grew nearly half a foot taller than me. I mean, I'm 5'11", and 6.5 foot this thing grew. And the dahlias, the actual dahlias themselves, are as big as my head, and they're beautiful yellow dahlia. In fact, if you can hang on a sec, I'm going to show them you now. Hi guys, now these are Doris Day. Just look at the size of these. These are absolutely massive. They're as tall as I am. And there's some more of them. I'm not kidding you. They're about 6.5 foot tall, these dahlias. They're at the end of the term now. As soon as the frost hits them, that's the end of it. But yeah, this is what he's just given me. And he's also given me some white pom-pom ones when they're done. But I just want to show you these dahlias here. Absolutely beautiful, aren't they? And I won't kid him when I say the dahlias as big as my head. They're absolutely incredible. Well, there you go, guys. That was the Doris Day. Fantastic present off Bernard. And I'll be putting that in my beds. I don't know which one I'm going to put it in. I'll probably put it in this one when I take all these. I'm going to take these black currants out, and we're going to tidy this bed up. It's a bit of a mishmash of all different fruits in here, but we've got the winter, the autumn raspberries coming through here. I think they're the red ones. We've got the yellow ones as well down there. They taste nice. Pom-pom dahlias. There's lots and lots of dahlias here. That's a lovely dahlia. And like I said, the frost has got to 1 or 2 of them now, so we're going to be losing quite a lot of these. We've even got one of these Afghan poppies here. I'm going to be taking some seeds off these. I've done it off the flounders poppies over there. Are still flowering as well. We're in October the 2nd. Absolutely incredible. I'll try and get this posted up today. Another pom-pom there, orange one, is a white one there. There's lots of different dahlias all over here. I'm just looking at the feeders up there. They don't need anything in at the moment. The thing is, when you start putting seeds into feeders, guys, don't stop, because the birds will come to it, and if they come in the winter, they'll keep coming to it, and they'll end up starving, because they use it as a resource. So if you're going to do it, you've got to keep it up. Just a reminder there to anyone who would put a bird feeder on his allotments. I don't have no problems. They don't touch the berries, the birds. This is like these even more. A few apples over there. Strawberries, I'm doing all right. I've been got the runners in the pot, so I'm going to be getting a few more runners out there. There's a few gaps that I want to fill. There's nothing really inside this cold frame here at the moment, but I will be putting what's inside this greenhouse into the cold frame. We're hiding them off in stages, so they'd be able to survive the winter, my cabbages and what have you. Now this Atlantic giant here has gone absolutely potter. 4 weeks ago it was just like a little tiny piece inside the compost bin. Well, it's just spread everywhere, and I've left 2 pumpkins on them, and there's one here, if I can actually see it, it's a massive, it is, and there's another one inside just as big. So I've got 2 there, and hopefully in another 4 weeks they'll be a lot bigger, and we'll have some lovely pumpkins for Halloween. All these herbs are going to be taken up. I don't know what I'm going to do with the herbs. We might take them and put them in the greenhouse, see if we can overwinter them. If not, we can always start again next year. Like I say, the end of this year, this will all be gone here, and there'll be a new shed here. So we've got to work out what we're going to do with this compost bin here. But all the soil what's on here, I had an idea. In fact, it was Alan Jackson who's given me the idea, and on his strawberry bed. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing a 2-tier strawberry bed. So I'm going to fill one of these right to the very top, then we're going to put another set of scaffolding planks on top of that, and then we're going to fill it up again. And we're going to have like 2, we may even have 3 tiers. It's a good idea, that, and not every day I get impressed by other people's designs and what have you, but it's really good, and I quite like that idea of the strawberries. Now I know Tony's Allotments, actually he's just changed his name, hasn't he? Very confusing, Tony, changing your name, you bugger. I'll post it up about here so you can see what it is. And he's done something very similar. He had a chicken nest in it last year. I think it was early this year, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, we're going to be doing that with one of these beds, and knowing me, if I do it with one, we'll probably end up doing it with 2. The front part of the plot where the shed is looking nice. I just removed one of my hanging baskets and put another one there in its place. But these are all starting to fade now. The same, the bergamot, all the flowers have all started to die and what have you. This one's full of flowers. Smells really lovely here, all this different scents of all the different herbs. Well, you know, we sat here, there's a few of us. So I'm going to be building the shed very similar to that, but obviously it's not going to be as long. It's going to be only 6 foot. It's going to be a 6 foot square, same sort of angled roof. Basically, you're just looking at a shed without a window. So if you can imagine that without the window and the door in the middle, that's the new shed. And I'll be showing you how I build that. Quite simple thing to do, really. The hard bit is putting the floor down, getting the foundations down. That's the tricky bit. The rest of it's very easy to do. Right, there's my car there, right in front of right in front of my plot. Inside here's all my chilies. Some more chilies I've got to be taken out, and there's that other bush what's ripening really well. And these are the I think these ones are the cone cabbage. Or are they? No, these are the ball cabbage. They're the cone cabbage, and these ones here are the collies. I'm just adding them off in here, but the temperatures have been so dramatic. 114 degrees, guys, and down to 36. That's one of my thermometers. I've got one in here and one in the other greenhouse. And there's Manny. I need to sort him out. He's looking a bit drib and drab. I love his pink scarf. He's got a cracking lipstick on. Never ever let your daughter put makeup on a mannequin. I just says give him some eyes and give him some red lips so it looks a little bit real, and she looks like a pig with lipstick. I don't know, but hey ho. So they're the chilies. They're all ready for taking as well. The last lot of chilies, I can tell you, except for that Barack Jolska, I think it was. I can't remember which one it was. And the 7-pot chili pepper. The missus ground them all up into a paste, and she's put them into cubes and put them in the freezer. So what she does when she's doing the stir fry, she takes one out, throws it in the wok, and hey ho, instant eat basically. But The other two, I give it to well, she actually gave them to my next door neighbour who likes hot chilies. I put there was actual label that I put on my chili to tell him how hot they were. Word of warning: don't eat them raw. I don't know, unless you've got lots and lots of coconut milk. So anyhow, here we are. We're outside now. We're looking at the front part of the plot. I might show you a little clip of some bees that I was watching last night on. In fact, we might not even need to do the clip. Let's have a look, see if they're there. No, they're not. Now all this last night was absolutely alive with bees. So keep watching, guys, and you'll get to see the bees. Well, guys, I don't know if you can see what I can see here. But this, I don't know what this plant is. But it's absolutely crawling with bumblebees. That one up there. Absolute thousands of them on it. And it goes all the way along here. Oh, there's a butterfly there then on them. All the way along, and absolutely full of bees. But this particular part here, it's because it's in the sun. They're all in the sun. They're all collecting nectar. And they're all different types, and they're all getting along really well. Amazing watching them. I'm about a foot away from them here, and just look all over. Every single flower has got at least 10 bees on them. Incredible. All along here, in these ones here, all along the ones just over here. I don't want to swing my arms about too much, so, you know, don't want to provoke them all. Incredible. What a sight. Well, there you go, guys. Like I say, the rhubarb has all been tucked up now for the winter. We'll probably get that around about April, maybe, no, about March, April. We'll get the first lot of rhubarb down the back there. But I always cover it over this time of year. Just hope it doesn't come up in the December time. We're actually at the moment we're having an Indian summer, so I normally put the rhubarb to bed about this time of year, basically. So anyhow, I've done it. We'll see what happens. If it comes up, we'll put buckets over it and we'll force it, and we'll get an even earlier crop of rhubarb. As you see, the onions, I couldn't believe it. There's actually onions has actually started there. I've got them down for another week and a half to come through. It's crazy, isn't it? It's weather, summer. It's like summer still. Well, we're having an Indian summer. That's what that's all about. And the garlic, I've only been in 4 days. Yay big. Can't believe it, that big already. So I reckon by the end of next week, when I predicted they're going to be about this big, they're going to be at least 60 to 80, well, about 3 inches tall, which is a good thing. And they've all started to come up, and I'm looking at them there, and everyone seems to be breaking through there. So yeah, I can't believe the garlic's doing so well so soon. But there you go, I told you, chitting them that way I chit them. It works every time. I've just got another load chitting there in the shed now, and they'll be going, when I take the rest of them leeks out, they'll be going behind them. We'll be putting Marco in there, and Casablanca, and we'll be doing Jumbo as well, but not in that particular bed. I mean, the bed at the side of it, what's got the spuds in, we're going to be putting a few in there, but we're going to be concentrating and putting them cabbage, is what you're seeing in the front greenhouse, and the collies in there. We've got to sort of move them about to get them all in. These are all winter cabbages, by the way. like I say, there's still absolutely tons of chilies there ripening every day. I can tell you what the missus did with all them chilies. She got the whole lot of them and she liquidised the lot of them, and she put them in little cubes and put them in the freezer. And what she does, she takes a cube out and throws it in a wok. Instant eat. Although she didn't use that Barek Jolska. I told her not to. So we can't, no way we're going to be able to eat that one. Or the 7-pot chili pepper. Said they're just too hot. She said, don't worry, I've got someone who's in mind who will have them. And she took them over the road to a friend, Sharon. And it's her hubby who likes hot chilies. And well, he's going to make something with them. Good luck with that, mate. Crazy. But I've got a few more of them to be given him. And like them Scotch bonnets are not a mild chili, but she's just chopped every one of them up, liquidised a lot of them all up into a paste, and like we have them in curries and all sorts of things. She mixes them into minced beef and minced meat, and we have hot chili burgers and what have you. It's absolutely lovely. So that's what we do with our chilies. I've got tons of chilies there. The sweet chilies. I've got a few of them as well, and she'll be putting them on a plate with a wrap or something and having them. I'm not particularly keen on them ones, but I do like me hot burgers, hot chili burgers, really nice. So there we go. That was all the chilies sorted. I don't know if you noticed the Atlantic giant pumpkins there. I've got 2, and they're doing really well. But my next door neighbour, I didn't show it here in the video. She's got a bit of mildew. Every time she gets that, my plot gets hammered with it. It's absolute heartbreaking. Last year, I lost all my peas. Well, luckily this time the mildew's down at the other end of the allotments. These Atlantic giant are at the front of the allotment in the compost bin there. Now, have you seen they're fairly big, and I reckon if I can get them, just keep them growing until the end of October, they're going to be they're going to be big. So I'm going to have 2 of them. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan and they don't get nicks, because they're right on the front of the plot and they're very tempting to alright, we'll have one of them. But if everything goes to plan, yeah, we'll have a couple of lovely pumpkins for Halloween. And then that's when we get started with the shed. And like I say, in the video I was watching Alan Jackson doing his tiered strawberry bed there, and I thought, yeah, I can do that. That's a good idea, that, Alan. So I might only do it 2 high myself, but I'm going to do it because I've got a load of soil in this compost bin and I've got nowhere to put it. And it's all fine compost. It's beautiful, it is, and it'd be a shame to just chuck it, give it away. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that, and yeah, like I was saying there in the video, totally impressed with that. Although I was saying that, I did see, I think it was Tony's Allotments. Actually, he's changed his name, hasn't he? That's his name. I can't remember it. You buggers keep changing your names all the time, and it's very hard to keep track of all your names, what you changed them to. But yeah, Tony, he did a cracker, and what impressed me was the chicken what had laid its eggs in the nest. In the nest, well, obviously it's going to lay it in the nest. It laid it in the centre of the strawberry bed. That was brilliant, that. And I seen his there first, but yeah, I like the idea of what Alan's done. So we're going to do probably 1 tier. It all depends on how much soil I'm going to have left over. But yeah, look forward to seeing that video. I haven't got time now, but I'm going to show you another little clip. The clip's going to appear after this video, and what it is, it's bargain time again. I'm going to show you bargains that I've been getting, and you're You're going to have to be quick on this one, guys, but yeah, keep watching, watch out for that video. It won't be long off, this one. Right, so thanks again everybody for subscribing to the channel. If you want to subscribe, it's dead easy. See the little chicken here in the corner, or is it this corner here? Give that a click and you subscribe to the channel. Alright, thanks for watching. Das Badania. Bye for now.